So a lot of times these women put themselves outside of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Unknowingly, because society's telling them, get your bag, get it on your own. Either go to school, get your PhD, or create your own business and become a millionaire. And they do it, and they get to this finish line. It's like, oh, there's no niggas here.
Hello, that's why I'm still single.
Yeah, and then if you do get a nigga, he doesn't just want you. Stop. Time to expose Jamila. Let's go to the top topics of the day.
Hey guys, today's top topic is: are modern women proud of being masculine? I can admit I'm a masculine female.
Okay.
No, I'm not proud. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
Top 5. Stop the cap.
I can't believe you was doing that.
I just wanted to play the button.
You just want to push the button.
I just want to push the button.
That was an inappropriate time to push the button.
Lo siento. What'd you say again? It doesn't matter what you say. I was going to hit the stop. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I said that I feel as though I can be a masculine female and that I'm not proud and that I did not choose this life.
Okay.
This life chose me.
But when did you say that you came to the realization that you are a masculine female and this life chose you? When do you think that you realized that?
When I realized these men were really bitches, honestly. And I don't even necessarily know if I'm that much masculine, because I do know that I think that I have a healthy balance, honestly. Yeah. Depending on the environment and the situation and whom I'm around. Right. So I do know that I tend to adapt depending on who I'm around, who I'm with, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I feel like I noticed it when men just weren't menning, honestly. Like I felt like my masculinity kind of heightened when I had to start taking the initiative to do certain things that aren't feminine.
Right.
It's a sink or swim type vibe, and the swimming is the masculinity, honestly.
Yeah. All right. I think this is you, and this is not your fault, but I think that you're just, like you said, a product of the environment that we all live in. That the world is, or the Western culture has an agenda to feminize most men and to masculinize most women. It's just kind of the culture, and there's a lot of like viral shows and podcasts and people who are going up talking about these kind of things lately, and bringing some of this truth to life. I think some of the things that they're saying are very truthful, but I think at the end of the day, as men should want to take ownership, be masculine, take control of the relationship, and I think women will follow. Like for me, I don't have a problem dealing with women, like, because I just take lead in most of my situations. And so women just naturally go in their feminine. So I don't really deal with some of the bullshit, I guess, that some of these guys, I guess, are complaining about.
Do you feel like that you have dealt with women that would typically be more masculine that just naturally become feminine around you, or do you just not attract any type of masculine energy from a woman, period?
I don't think I attract it.
Okay.
I don't think I attract it. Because, like I even with you, like, I don't really see you as, like, a masculine woman. Like, I kind of see it from afar, from like other people. Like if I see like like if I see something on like TikTok and a girl saying some wild shit, I'd be like, yeah, I ain't even talking to her. You know what I mean? Like I just don't. I see it online. I don't really see it in person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or at least I don't deal with it in person. So, but I know it exists. And I know it's a problem. And I don't think most masculine women want to be masculine. I think they just, they're either raised by a single mother who had no choice but to work multiple jobs and provide for their family, and so they're trying to follow suit. There's men around that can't take up the masculine role, or they're demonized for being too masculine. That's the other problem too. When a guy is considered masculine, now he's too masculine, so now he's toxic, or a toxic masculine.
But there is a such thing. There is fake masculinity, honestly, and it's usually on the extreme side.
Right, but I think that's such a rarity, though. I think I think a lot of women don't know when to recognize who's masculine and who's not, because they're not used to seeing it. You guys are not really used to seeing it. And then when you guys actually figure that shit out, like, oh shit, this nigga is actually it. I don't really, either you don't believe it, or yeah, you just like kind of like oblivious to it, you know? Because I think some men like, I think for a lot of times too, like in early stages, like some men will complain that women will only go for like the bad boys or the street niggas and stuff like that, because they're considered to be more masculine compared to somebody who, you know, might have taken a masculine role another way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's never been me.
Right, but you're smarter. But like, not all women have that. You know what I mean? I know you can tell the difference in that.
But a lot of those hard dudes always been pussy to me.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fake. There's a lot of fake street niggas too. Like niggas who you think is hard and stuff like that, but they're still snitching and you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of bullshit there. But I think masculinity is an issue. It's like it's not really a lot of places for men to be masculine and without being judged or anything.
But that's a part of masculinity, is not worrying about being judged and
that's
just
true.
Doing you.
Yeah, just get canceled.
Yeah, like for real.
Fuck it.
That is very masculine to me.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree with you, when you just don't give a fuck, that's a turn on to me. I don't even have to agree with what you're talking about. When you stand on your shit and that's what it is, like that reeks of masculinity to me.
Yeah, I think there's a lack of men being masculine, and there's a lack of men being masculine, which they're being more feminized, and there's an abundance of masculine women who are being shunned away from being feminine. Like girls who want to be feminine, girls who want to be in their soft air are called like pick me girls, or they don't, or you know what I mean, like, or they get made fun of by other women for wanting to do feminine roles, or maybe not wanting to be, you know what I mean, the boss babe. Because the truth of the matter is this: the women are kicking our ass, and that's not the women's fault. I'm only going to speak on our community tonight, on the black community. This is all planned. You know what I mean? We're dealing with a fatherless society and a fatherless culture. And there have been some things that happened in our community that separated the father from the home. So, to me, in my opinion, I want to take even more initiative of being a good father and a good man for my woman, because I don't have the freedom to just be out here and be a fuck nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
how do they even get that comfortable?
How do they get comfortable? Because I mean, for one, you're not being you don't have a masculine figure. I was blessed to have a masculine figure in my life, and I noticed that like I grew up with my father in my home. So, and my father's a very masculine man, very leadership oriented. Like a lot of people go to him for advice and leadership and stuff like that. So I've always had that example in my household. So I just naturally, you know, mimic what I've seen in my household. So, but I understand that not a lot of people are blessed to have that in their house. You know what I mean? So I want to continue that cycle. I don't want to break that cycle, because we're a rarity. It's rare to be my age and still have my dad in my life all my life. You know what I mean? So, and I don't take that for granted at all. Like, I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, I want to be able to continue that. So, and I want to be able to give other people, like, I want to be an example for other people who may not have that either. And they can look at me and be like, okay, Imani's a stand-up guy. Like, when I'm with somebody, I don't cheat. That's why I say I take loyalty very seriously. Like, I'm not, when I decide I'm going to be with somebody, I'm going to be with that person. You know what I mean? Now we want to do poly, you know what I mean? We can do poly. If she with it, I'm with it. But I'm not really searching for it either. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think that like the backbone of any society is a nuclear family. You know what I mean? Having and you know, I think this generation is trying to do their best too. There's a lot of great fathers out here. May not be with the mother or anything like that, but they're at least in their child's life. Being a part of the child's life is important. Because the generation before, a lot of times the father wasn't in the life at all.
Yeah, regardless
of
the situation.
Exactly. So I think at least with that, where a lot of men are trying. I see that actively in our community, where black men want to be fathers and are trying to be fathers, and I think that's great. And more men need to step up. The women, the women in our community are making more money.
We're making it. We're making it.
They have more businesses. They're making more money. They're more educated. So what that means, men need to step up. That doesn't mean women need to slow down. That means men need to step up. Because I do believe that women are hypergamous. If a woman is making $100,000 a year, it's a very, very low chance that she's going to settle with a guy that's making $50K. And to expect that, you're oblivious. You know what I mean? But the problem that creates is that if there's a ton of women who are making that amount of money, and there's not enough men to go around, because there's already not enough men. That's the problem. Yeah, there's already not enough men around to support that woman. Yep. So a lot of times these women put themselves outside of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Unknowingly, because society's telling them, you know, get your bag, get it on your own. Either go to school, get your PhD, or create your own business and become a millionaire. And they do it, and they get to this finish line. It's like, oh shit, there's no niggas here.
Hello, that's why I'm still single.
Yeah, and then if you do get a nigga, he doesn't just want you. Mm. He wants multiple because I'm a nigga. I'm gonna speak for him. Fuck it, here it is. If a nigga works his ass off and finally gets to that point, he's not trying to just settle down and be with one person at that time. He has to be a lot older. Well, like if a nigga really gets it and he grind like all of his 20s working on his business, trying to get to where he's at, and he finally becomes that 6-figure guy or that millionaire guy, he finally wants to play the field. Because you guys as women, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Mm-hmm. You guys get to play the field as soon as you become 18. Mm-hmm. You have your value right there. Any niggas are shooting their shot at you at the beginning. For us, we have to show value first before we get to that kind of level of play. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm not complaining about that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm speaking from experience because I've seen both sides. I know what level I'm at now, and I know how I'm seeing how the field is being played. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, it just is what it is. But yeah, I do think that at the end of the day, man should be with women. Now, do I agree with how the marriage system is set up here in this country? No. But I do think that men and women should be together raising a family.
I agree.
So, how did we get to this topic again? Was that you with the title of this topic?
It was the females being masculine.
Or females proud to be masculine. Okay. That was our take. Mm-hmm. This is a great episode.
I'm having more and more fun each week.
Each week, right? This is lit. Not a reaction in sight. We appreciate everybody in the comments. And shout out to Earthy say he's enjoying this, honestly. I'm enjoying it too, man. I appreciate you for being in here.
I really appreciate you saying that, honestly.
Yeah, that means a lot.
I enjoy it when you guys enjoy it, but I enjoy it even more when I'm enjoying it. So when we're both enjoying it.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
Top, hill, top,